Hi everyone, this is Renae Jarrett with Not Sorry for the Story, an unapologetic take on current affairs. Great to be back with you again. The last time we had Not Sorry for the Story was actually Not Sorry for the Story's first interview, and it was with MPP Rick Nichols. You will notice on the YouTube channel that there's only a preview of that interview and not the full interview. The full interview is on Rumble. See the Linktree link below in the description to have access to it. Why isn't it on the YouTube channel? Well, the YouTube police came and took it in the middle of the night, literally 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, removing it, saying that it did not meet community guidelines. And so over to Rumble it went. I hope that you will check it out, share it, and also sign up for exclusive and first access to content from myself. Again, I am an independent freelance communicator and journalist, and this work that I am giving to you on a regular basis is a part of the work that I do. And no, it is not for a particular company. And so it is appreciated when you share, when you like, when you support. And yes, you can do that financially as well through my website. So see the details there. But I'm going to get right into today's Not Sorry for the Story. It has to do with Remembrance Day. Last year, I said on social media, every year it seems that we have to deal with fools that have an issue with the poppy. Last year it was Whole Foods. Remember, Whole Foods did not allow their employees to wear the poppy. We are in the 100th year of the poppy campaign in Canada. And so this is a particularly poignant year, but this year I've not heard anything in regard to the poppy, but we are dealing with the flag. The flag has been at half-mast in Canada since May, when 215 unmarked graves were reported. And this had to do with Indigenous children. And so it was lowered at that time. I thought it was lowered out of a sign of respect, out of mourning, and that it would be raised again. So now it has been months. The leader of the official opposition, Mr. Aaron O'Toole, called for it to be raised back in the summer, now and again in the fall, and as we come to Remembrance Day. But I have to say, I was shocked to find out the reasoning and the agreement behind the flag. Listen to this quote from our Prime Minister. So when we decided to bring down those flags to half-mast, we made the commitment that we would not raise them again until we have worked enough with Indigenous communities and leadership to make a clear determination that it was time to raise the flags again and continue the hard work of reconciliation. So let me see if I get this straight. The Prime Minister and his leadership and his government have made a commitment to not raise the Canadian flag again until Indigenous communities and leadership said it was time to do so. Listen, it may never be time then. It may never be time. The relationship between Canada and the Indigenous people is a complicated, multi-layered entanglement of a relationship. And so to tie the Canadian flag to what I would call that complicated relationship and mess is I could say so many un-Canadian, unfair, wrong. I don't understand how our Prime Minister thought that it was within his jurisdiction to make that commitment. It is not. It is not. in his jurisdiction to do so. You have to understand your boundaries. I understand with my boundaries and with his boundaries, okay, I have a particular parameter to do something. If he would like to lower the flag as a sign of mourning in that time when those first bodies were found, unmarked graves were found, that's one thing. But to say it will not be raised again until Indigenous communities and leadership say it's time to do so, that means we have to have worked out a certain level of things to say, okay, now we feel that it's all right. No, it's not within their jurisdiction either. It is not within Indigenous communities' jurisdiction to say now the time is right. You are out of order, Prime Minister. And so I call on my fellow Canadians this Remembrance Day to let your voice be heard. We've had issues and division now with, yes, I'll call it the jab in recent months and weeks. But I hope there are still some things in this nation which we say that is off limits to any leader, to any group, to any situation. I hope you hear me, my fellow Canadians, as we come up to this 100th campaign of the Poppy and Remembrance Day. Lest we forget that this nation is not just about us and our agendas. Thank you for watching Not Sorry for the Story. Share this as far as it can go, and thank you for doing it. See you next time, and let's keep standing on guard.